Hey, what's up, lightboltjoe here. Today we are going to discuss the 2018 special edition book, Love, Simon, which the original title is Simon versus the Homo Sapien Agenda. So, the original book came out in 2015. This version came out in 2018. We have the beautiful movie poster. Nick Robinson, aka Simon Spears, gracing our cover. They changed the name, obviously, to reflect more on the email side rather than the long title, Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda. So, we talked about a special edition book previously. We talked about special edition Heartstopper Volume 1 and how incredible it was. And this special edition is incredible as well. And I can't wait to talk about the special edition for Red, White, and Royal Blue, which just came out. Special editions are cool because it shows how poignant and prevalent the material is and how its longevity or lack of longevity, depending on if it's 3 years, depending on if it's 3 decades, withstands within a fandom. So you can still have a fandom 3 years or 30 years. Doesn't matter. Fandom is forever. So it's pretty neat having all that come into play. It's neat having the little, photos of the cast, doing their scenes and script episodes from the beginning of the film, seeing the changes and the ad-libs that Jack Spear, Josh Duhamel's character of Jack Spear, got to play along with, catching Simon looking at lingerie photos of Gigi Hadid, as he says. Hadid. That's the joke. But then he, says quickly, all right, wrap it up. And then closes the door. But that wrap it up is not in the script. So it's neat with the ad-lib. It's cool. It's cool having that improvisation. Then there's an interview that Becky Albertelli, the creator, has with Greg Berlanti, who is the executive producer and director of the project, as well as Nick Robinson, who plays Simon Spear. And the interview was just as the film started to do test screenings. So it's neat having their initial reactions and then recapping, memories on the set, stuff like that, and them anticipating it being a very important film moving forward and how well it's going to do within the teens that it's targeted for. I saw this film 8 times in theaters, 8 times in theaters. And every time I saw it, the theater exploded, cheered, screamed every time a new, twist or turn happened. And then the big reveal of Bram being blue at the end. And it was just so, it was an experience that was, and I say this all the time, it was an experience similar to watching a Marvel film in theaters when there's that giant crowd reaction and you get the chills and you're screaming along with them in regards to what's happening. So it's a truly immersive experience, and to have them talking about it and anticipating it, and then it actually happened, it's just so cool to see the origins, quote unquote, of those initial thoughts and feelings. So Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda, the Love, Simon movie overlay of the book. It's the same exact book. It's just the last bit is just... Here, wait. Okay. Here we go. So this is the regular book, Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda. This is just the little blips, the special edition aspect of blips from the film, the interview, the script, things like that. So super cool, super awesome, super heartwarming. Can't go wrong. Can't go wrong with a Simon book. Can't go wrong with the Becky Albertelli. And again, I know I expressed I don't really like the Simon book versus the Simon movie. Very different. The flow is much better in the film. And I liked Leia on the Offbeat the best out of the 3. We already talked about that. That's fine. Love Creekwood, we talked about how I wish there was more, but it's fine. I gotta say, after reading all of the Simon verse books, if I'm ranking, within queer rom-coms that I've read recently, Heartstopper and Alice Oseman's universe is top of the list. Casey McQuiston's books, I'm going to put in the second, in the middle. And then I got to put Becky Albertelli's Simon verse in the box. Oh, no, wait. Oh, I forgot about Alexis Hall's husband and boyfriend material. I got to put Simon at the bottom. I feel bad doing that, but I'm all about the flow. I'm all about the flow and the character development, and these characters, as much as I hold near and dear to my heart because of that 2017 film, their development is not as magical as the other ones, or not as mystical. I don't know. I can't think of it. I just dropped the book. The relationship through the Heartstopper universe is just magnificent. The boyfriend slash husband material books, the character development is just exquisite. Red, White, and Royal Blue character development is superb. What else? What else? Just, I don't know. There's a difference. There's a difference between how people write and how pacing is in stories. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I just don't like certain aspects of certain characters when they complain about things that they can actually fix. That it doesn't take a large sum of money to fix certain problems, that they themselves can actually fix certain things. And there was a lot of that kind of complaining within the Simonverse books, which is fine. It's just not my cup of tea. Oh, cup of tea would sound good. Aside from that, I will always have my blue Ferris wheel tattoo right here because of that film. That film is such a core memory save point, as Nick had gone through in the Leia and the Offbeat books. No, in the Love Creekwood book. That save point, I like that reference. I'm going to use that from now on. But it's okay. It's okay that I just ranked these books as the fourth out of the four authors that we discussed. I still love the characters. I will always love these characters. And I'm hoping for that 10-year fast forward after the Love Creekwood book. I want to see them as adults. I think I like them more as adults than I do as kids, but we'll see. On to the next review. Mucho mahalo.